everyone? Welcome to yet another edition of the Wrap Up. Danny Myers, Nick B, with you always. That's right, gang. We're here to talk sports and a bunch of other fun stuff. And what's more fun than Tigers baseball, Dan? It's the heat of the summer, right around the corner. Baseball, America's pastime. The Tigers are red hot. They've won 6 of 7, Dan. What did you see different this week than you saw? I'm cutting you right here. Don't talk yet. What did you see different this week than you saw in weeks past, Dan? You can talk.
A lot less talent on the opposing team. That's the key right there.
Yeah.
But you did see a win. A lot of leads lost. Not lost, but cut down to very slim margin. And that's not good. We don't have too much hitting going on right now. I mean, we do, but it's not the key guys that we need to be hitting.
Dan, I've charted out some things here because, you're talking about it. You said hitting. I'm going to go through a player. I'm going to give them, we're going to play a game. Game. That's right. You like that sound? All right, Dan, I'm going to name you a player. Can you see through this paper? And you're going to have to guess their batting average. This will be fun, right, team? Right. We're going to start at the top of the lineup with Ian Kinsler.
Mid-twos.
Okay, Dan, you were already real bad at this. He's hitting .313. Huh? J.D. Martinez.
That's got to be mid-threes.
Okay, I don't know what you mean by mid.
300s?
300, that's 100. Give it like 260s, 290s,
Okay.
210s.
Yeah, we got that then.
All right, so J.D.
Let's go 320.
Okay, you're 0 for 2, viciously. If you're within 10, I'll give it to you. He's 261, team.
I thought he was doing hotter than that.
Yeah, he was doing. Miguel Cabrera.
Let's go with 310.
315, Dan.
All right.
Oh, there's a crying baby outside in the hallway. Isn't that something?
It's her just listening to my guesses.
Isn't that something? They must not be able to read at their age. No crying. This is baseball.
This is baseball. Nice.
Victor Martinez, Dan.
Let's go 250.
Clearly don't watch much time.
Not too much.
Sitting 329.
Yeah. Oh, wrong Martinez.
Nick Castellanos, huh?
Yeah.
He's emerging this year.
Yeah, he was doing pretty good. Let's go 290.
We're going to stop playing this game, and I'm just going to go through the lineup.
Just go through it, yeah.
And tell you, these guys are hitting the ball of late. Mind you, they've been playing Children of the Blind, like I said last week. The Minnesota Twins are a disaster. Tampa's under 500. And now the Phillies are coming to town, and the Phillies are just 2 games out of first place in the NL East. I think that'll fade. They're an awful baseball team. I'm sorry. Victor's hitting 329. Castellanos 340. Cameron Maben, since coming to the team, this guy's money. He's hitting 600. And he's playing a mean center field. Upton, see ya, bye. See you later. Gone. Goodbye. Stephen Moya, Cameron Maben. They're in the outfield now. Moya's hitting 318 since being called up. Upton's only hitting 223. We got Iglesias hitting 227. That's down for him. Saltalamacchia, everyone's been, Salty, our savior, 205. Watch baseball. All right. Romine, 100. Big surprise. Aviles, 093. Shocker. James McCann, 193. I mean, folks, these guys are a disaster area other than 6 players. All right? Which is good. I still think, unfortunately, I think fans are back. They're like, see, the Tigers, they can do it, man. They got this. No, they're playing middle schoolers. Minnesota Twins should not be a major league team. You got me? Feel me, Smalls?
I'm feeling you.
You smell what I'm cooking?
The Rock. Yes. Yeah, the biggest complaint I have, too, is men left on base. That kills me.
The word.
You finally get someone on base, and you can't capitalize with it. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves with this team. And they've been notorious about this with this for the longest time. And it's just something you got to fix. It's wasted points. Runs.
So you got some games charted out there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's break them down.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell me?
All right. Well, where do you want to go with this? Let's go. A lot of leads blown or cut down, and that drives me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
We are actually fortunate enough to be at the game Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5-0, guys. Let's go down. The game's over. I'm like, hold on, no, it's not.
Hold the phone, folks.
It's 5-1. Let's take off. We'll go see the rest of downtown. It's a gorgeous day.
It's a lot to see down there.
And
Oh, you're electing to not answer that. What are you trying to say about our Detroit City, Dan?
words are not going to be put in my mouth.
Oh,
But
are you saying that it's a crappy city?
I did not say that whatsoever.
Say that a
I
lot
said
of
I'd
murder
much
happens
rather
there?
enjoy Shelby Township than Detroit myself.
You hear that, team?
Support local. so.
Contract extension coming up, season 3. We're going to announce it. We just got signed to another extension on the wrap-up. So every day, 2, 4:30, 10, we're talking to you. Dan, so what happened in that game?
Well, do you know the lead was cut down considerably, and they ended up
Oh,
winning.
you mean they only won by 1, right?
And that is correct.
No.
That is correct, Nick.
No, not us Tigers.
I know.
Stop.
I know. You look. Oh, it's unfortunate. And you got to. The game that upsets me the most is that first with the Twins, the 10-8 victory.
Oh, when they were up 8-0 last Monday.
Yeah.
8-0 in the first. You hear me? So let me just break this down.
Gift wrap win.
8-0 in the first. I'm sitting at a local establishment that, if they want to, then I'll say their name as I'm throwing thank you. And they're up 8-0 in the first inning, and I look around to my fellow compadres and I say, they may lose. This game will be tied. They might not win this game. And sure enough, here come the Minnesota Twins. It's 8-8 in the 8th until Nick Castellanos jacked a home run, and they win 10-8. But folks, this
Huge.
Tigers team is not good. Say what you will. They just lost 11 out of 12. Now they've won 6 out of 7. Big whoop. They're playing me and you out there, and they're barely winning.
Mm.
They were down 2-0 on Tuesday, and then luckily they had a 7-run 7th inning. They had one good inning. You got to play 9 innings, folks. This is like the Red Wings playing 40 minutes of hockey, and in the third they die. Except Tigers.
Yep.
It's rough. And then, obviously they played a pretty sound game Sunday. But I want to touch back on Michael Fulmer on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The rookie phenom. He played real good. He pitched real well, 11 strikeouts, most by a Tigers rookie since Pat Underwood in '79. I hope he's the real deal.
Yeah.
What did you see when you were there, obviously? What did you take from his
Yeah,
performance?
it's incredible. I thought he did a good job. There's a lot to hope for with him, but we've been excited with pitchers before just to be let down. So I'm still being a little more pessimistic about it, but what can you do? He's doing good right now, and that's all you can hope for. Long success. So I'm excited. You got youth too. That's huge.
Right.
So
And,
I think we should sign him for a multi-million-dollar contract now that he's hot.
Yeah, 20-year extension.
Yeah, there you go.
Isn't that what they do?
Yeah, it's traditionally.
A key takeaway from Sunday's game, the 2 best players on this team go down to injury. Jordan Zimmerman tweaks his groin, throwing a pitch in the 6th inning, and then Miguel Cabrera gets drilled with a pitch. He stays in momentarily and then leaves the game. Hopefully neither of these are serious. I think Zimmerman's is more serious than Cabrera's, but I guess only time will tell.
Yeah, Osma said something about it just hit it in the right spot, and it was just a nerve pain. He doesn't seem too concerned about it. So
Did he talk about Jordan Zimmerman's injury?
briefly. He says it's going to go for an MRI, and we'll see.
Those groins are tricky, because it just lingers. You never know. That and a hamstring, because you walk every day, you stretch every day without even knowing, and those are the things that it kind of worries me. But I mean, JV's been pitching well of late, and well, that's it. So I mean, I hope Daniel Norris gets inserted into the rotation. If Zimmerman is out a period of time, I think Norris, he's our future. He came over in that deal, the David Price trade from Toronto. I think he's been real well. Injuries started his year this year, but I like the guy. I really do.
Yeah.
I root for him. He lives in a van, literally.
Where? Down by the river?
Down by the river,
Okay.
baby. You already know what it is. Tigers prediction how many All-Stars do you get? How many starters?
2.
Who?
I want to go with Miggy, and then Castellanos. Hopefully, we'll see. Who are you
I'm
going
going to go
for?
3. I got Kins Daddy, Mig, and Nick. Nick was 5th last year in third base voting, and he was hitting 208 at the All-Star break. So now that he's raking, leading the American League in hitting, he's winning. We're going to have 3. We might get a pitcher in there as well. Zimmerman, if he's healthy, he'll make it. And that's it. I think we get 4. Victor might make it as an alternate as well. But I guess time will tell. We'll be right back with more wrap-up. Dan Myers, Nick Buckler, BRB.
If ever there's a reason to be swept up in the season of the falling leaves, and if the days grew shorter and the darkness drew its order from the autumn gray, I'd rather sit this out and sleep the day away instead. But weary eyes a bit too slow and deep. Rather sit this out and sleep the day away instead, to worry about the emptiness that comes.
Welcome back, Dan. I know you're looking for some new tuxedos. President Tuxedo, man.
Suits?
Give
too?
them a call. Suits, tuxes, they got it for you. You just saw that, man. They've been great to us here at the wrap-up. You know what else has been great? The NBA playoffs. So great. So great. So great. So
How
great.
great?
So great.
Great.
Jimmy Fallon, coming for you. There's 2 series left. They're in the Western and Eastern Conference Finals now, and I don't know if you remember who I picked to win the NBA title last week. Dan, do you remember? Who'd I take?
Okay, let's see.
Thunder. They're up 2-1. They
Yeah.
just had a 30-point win last night.
That was incredible.
30 points. 30 points. They're going to take down Golden State. All you bandwagon Steph Curry fans can deuce. Deuces. 2-1 is the series.
It's serious.
Go win Game 4 at home and go up 3-1, and the series is yours. Gift wrapped. It's yours. It belongs to you, Oklahoma City. The fans deserve it. They've been shucking corn for too long.
Yes, they
They've had 7 houses blow away to tornadoes.
this
All
week.
right? They deserve something. You know how many dogs have been lost to those tornadoes? How many tumbleweeds have blown by every day? How many sisters and brothers have had to suffer through pain together to unite as one? You know?
Yes.
Come on.
It's inconsolable, but it's the winner of the series is going to be the clear victor for obviously the championship. I really don't see too much coming out of the Toronto-Cleveland series, and I really think, say what you want to say about him, but I feel LeBron's sort of rattled. We sort of broke that.
LeBron's rattled. Have you looked in the mirror? You're holding your breath so you don't laugh. Live TV. I'll take over, give you a break for a minute. I know you were trying to choke, literally choking through that.
Yeah.
We had some behind the scenes. Yeah, Cleveland's up 2-1 over the Raptors. That was Game 3 was the first loss Cleveland has suffered in the postseason, and it was by a substantial amount. I mean, I'm rooting for Toronto. I think they can win? Absolutely not.
No.
But I'm sick of LeBron.
Oh.
The favoritism, the crying. I'm sick of Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving when he goes to the Pistons fans. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. No, bye-bye to you, all right? You don't have an education. You bounce a ball. Get out of here. Break the rules. I hate basketball. Do you even want to talk about it anymore? Or are we done?
Real quick, you have to agree with me here, though. Whoever.
This is what you have to deal with.
This is great.
If you say I have a case of the Mondays, well, let me tell you, team, you're wrong. I don't.
Case, what is it then?
Case of the wrap-up.
Cats. All right, I really think the winner of this series is going to come from either OKC or Golden State. I can't.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland wins. That's great, but look how they struggled through with the Pistons. It's just they can be taken down. They're not this big force that certain 4-letter networks like to make them seem to be. And I think that
Oh,
they'll be able to,
ESPN?
that could be it.
No, sorry, they want to call
I
them
don't
out.
even want to give them more free publicity, but you can do that. too.
Right. Well, we can do that because they're all. Anyways, riddle me that. I do agree. The winner of the Western Conference is going to win the NBA title, just like the NHL. The winner of the Western Conference is going to win the Cup. Do I love seeing Tampa beat Pittsburgh right now? You bet your bottom dollar I do. I'm sick of Crosby. They made a goaltending change. Matt Murray, the kid, was playing great. They lose Game 4, and they switch to Marc-Andre Fleury. I'm going to question that to the end of the playoffs as why they do that. Was the goal in overtime that went off of Tyler Johnson's back his fault? Absolutely not. But, I mean, he's been there. He has the experience, but you've got to ride the hot hand. And, I mean, I'm going to say that's a rookie coaching mistake.
Yeah.
First-year head coach in the NHL. Has he done a great job turning the team around? They were horrible. They were 10 games under 500 in November. And now look, they're the hottest team in the league going into this series. They knocked off Washington. But I think Tampa's going to take this series. I really do. They're hot right now. Kucherov has been one of the most clutch players I've seen in a playoff series, although Patrick Hornquist has been incredible too. It's exciting hockey. Do I like either team? No. I despise both squads. But I despise Pittsburgh just a touch more.
Yeah. They disgust me. I can't stand that team ever since the Wings played them in the finals. And well, to me, in my head, that year it never happened. As far as I'm concerned, that
What?
rematch of
What?
Yeah,
Of what?
exactly.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Just a blank space. They were on strike that year. But I have to agree. I think
Name.
their goalie's just. I feel he's not strong. He's rattled. And say what you say what you want to say about the goal, but it still went in. He lost the game. It was on his shoulders. So, I don't feel too confident with him if he was our goalie.
I feel more confident with him than our goaltenders.
One of them, at least.
Jimmy Howard.
But yeah, I would love to see just Tampa just take care of them. And then but I think the big horse to pick now is St. Louis. I'm feeling
The
pretty
winner
confident
of the
with them.
Western Conference will be your Stanley Cup. Let's travel out west for this series, 2-2. And let me tell you something. St. Louis made a goaltending change before Game 4. How did that work, Dan?
Not too well.
They lose. Series now even at 2. Right after a rout, San Jose gets routed at home to St. Louis. What was it, 6-2, I believe. They pull Martin Jones, but obviously he's still their goaltender. But the big shakeup was Brian Elliott removed as the head coach, the goaltender for the St. Louis Blues, and they bring in Jake Allen. Both excellent goaltenders. I'd love to have either one of them on your team. Both proven winners. I don't know if this is the right move by Alfred, a.k.a. Ken Hitchcock. I like to call him Alfred. The Birds, no big deal. But I don't know. I still like St. Louis in the series. This is a fun one to watch. It's fast. It's physical. They move the puck like nobody's business. But I'm confident the winner of the series wins the cup. And both teams deserve it, in my opinion. St. Louis has been in the league since 1969, doesn't have a Stanley Cup. And the Sharks have been in the league a while as well. And they've beaten the Wings, and I'm sure a lot of Wings fans don't like the Sharks. I don't like them, but I do think they deserve a cup. They've definitely done their time making it to finals, making it to conference finals, destroying these Wings teams in the 2000s. And if they happen
Early
to
90s.
they happen to make the cup finals, that they deserve it.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Joe Thornton. I know there's a lot of people out there that have to agree with me, but I don't like him. But like you said, it was physical, and that's what the NHL needs. You want to start picking up more viewers is to bring this physicality back, the fighting, the gruff, the mean, in-your-face beards with just men beating each other.
Brent Burns and
Yes.
and Joey
Joe-
Thornton, they
So
look like they're going out and they're just doing some damage in the woods with some axes and some. They're gonna hang out with Daniel Norris.
And Al Borland from Tool Time. That's going back for
Wilson,
all those.
maybe.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, no, like you said, it's incredibly physical, and that's what the NHL needs right now. I love it. I'm on board. I'm sure everybody else that is watching it. It's terrific hockey, and it's that time of year when you're gonna get the best hockey of the year with the Stanley Cup Finals coming up, after this series. So I hope it continues and we have a good finals also. Regardless of who's in it, I just hope it's good watching because the NHL needs that.
You know, if the NHL knew anything, they wanted to get their ratings up. There's a crazy show out there called The Wrap Up. I don't know if you're watching this edition. This is the wild. I don't know what they're pumping in the air here today, but I can't focus to save my life. So, because I'm going to say that, you know what, Dan, I think we need some lunch.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching another edition of The Wrap Up. Yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. I almost forgot to do my annual. I stole this from a man named Tony Reale on Around the Horn, and I said, you know, that sounds great. I'm going to try to hit the camera. Because he does it all the time, and he never hits it. So you know what, Dan?
Drain of 3. Get your inner Steph Curry on.
For Dan Myers and Nick Buckler. I'm Nick Buckler. Yep.
I'm Dan Myers.
And we are The Wrap Up.
Thanks for watching.
Kobe! Yashi.